guys, and welcome back to another video. I told you guys that y'all gonna see some videos back to back with this same outfit on. I'm not changing. So in my last video I did give you guys like a mini vlog and then me sitting down talking with you guys, just giving you guys a life update. In this video I am going to tell you guys how I got to Texas. So I'm going to start from actually the week that I left. So I ended up putting in for an apartment. You guys saw that in my last video. I got denied for the apartment due to how I sent in my paperwork. It looked like my income did not coincide with what the apartment requirements were, but I knew that wasn't the case. So I ended up sending the papers correctly, and I ended up getting an apartment. Once I got approved on, I'll put it on the screen. So the day that I got approved, I was already packed. Yo, I've been packed for months. I've been packed, but to me, it feels like I've been packed for a year because I knew I was leaving. I just didn't know where, how, or what, or when. But I knew I was leaving. So I've been packed for a while, but you know, you still have my kitchen stuff was still out, my cups, my plates that I wasn't taking still out, my vanity, like my makeup area was still set up. Certain clothes were still hung up in the closet, stuff like that. But then once I got that okay, I started packing. Now when it comes to the packing, you guys can pack way different than me. I'm a pretty organized person. I packed very, very well to me. Now I didn't take any furniture other than my 2 desks and 1 small TV, like my TV I watched that was in the office area, and then my TV that was in my bedroom. Those are like the biggest things that I packed. Other than that, I packed a lot of my utensils. I packed the bowls. I packed stuff I knew I needed. I packed, but it's not here with me. So since my family still lives in Wisconsin, my stuff is now in my mom's basement that couldn't fit in either of our cars, okay? Which I was so upset about that, but I felt like I needed to relax when it came to that because it's somewhere safe. No one's gonna be like rambling through my stuff. My mom is very organized, 10 times more clean and organized than I am. So she put it up very, very neatly, and I had to narrow down exactly what I was going to bring to Texas with me that was important. You guys know I do work from home, so I had to bring all of my equipment. So even before that, once I got approved, I started to put in, change the address, scheduling all my stuff to get cut off. The day of that morning, it was all gonna be cut off at 12 in the morning of that day, me leaving, and I left in the middle of the night, y'all. So I found my daughter at school. I found us a doctor and a dentist. I haven't been yet, but it's one in the area, and they're black. I really wanted a black doctor and dentist, honestly. Changed address, found my daughter's school, started sitting in that paperwork, filling out that paperwork for her schooling. Spoke to HR at my job because my job was coming with me. What else did I do before I left? Once I got everything cut off in Wisconsin, I had to call, and my apartment here is different than Wisconsin. So make sure you guys looking over like your lease and paperwork that they're sending you on how to cut things on here. Because if I could have, I would have just transferred my internet that I had back in Wisconsin here. But for the apartment itself, they use different stuff, different carriers. And in Wisconsin, we don't have to do that. Well, majority of the time, you pick whatever carrier you want and you schedule it on your own. So here, I had to have AT&T, so I set that up. I set up for my lights to be cut on when I got here. The internet got cut on the next day. I paid, of course, all of the things that they asked for me to pay. I had to pay an application fee. I had to pay for my rent, but my rent was prorated because I moved on the 22nd and not the 1st. I will break down in my next video on pricing and what I think you should do as far as the pricing, but this is just how I got here, and I put everything, switched it over, scheduled it for here. Okay, let's go back to packing. So I ended up packing my mom's car first. So we moved stuff to my mom that I knew for a fact I can let stay. I didn't want to let it stay, but like my organizers for my kitchen, a lot of people I watch throw a lot of stuff to me that's important away and just be like, I'll buy it when I get down there. Y'all, I really don't have time or the money to be doing that. So a lot of my cleaning stuff was coming with me. Not my broom and my mop, but like my cleaning supplies. Girl, I brought food, canned goods, stuff like that. I don't like noodles anymore, but I had to bring them. I had to bring what I had, and then I had to, you know, get some when I was here. So I brought noodles. I brought, y'all, the stuff that people throw out, I was trying to say, bring it with you. If I had carpet, I would have took my carpet, my vacuum and my carpet cleaner and put it in my mom's basement, but I really didn't need it, honestly. So, you know, that didn't come. My broom and my mop didn't come. But my supplies, my cleaning stuff, I brought my tissue, I brought paper towel that was left because I buy in bulk from Sam's Club. So I did have some of that left. Yo, we move in apartments and we don't have no tissue, no paper towel. We can't clean our apartment. We got to go buy new stuff. And I have a job to go and get brand new stuff. But to me, that just made no sense for me. So some of the stuff I still didn't even bring. So little by little, my mom is going to ship my stuff. And I mean my organizers, my you know, what you put your cereal in. All of the stuff I had in my bathroom, all of the stuff that I had in my kitchen. I have glasses I had just bought and I never used them, waiting to get in this house. Those will be here. My mom bought my spice, my seasoning containers. Those will be shipped with me, but they couldn't fit in the car. So in the car, I just brought with me directly here. I brought most of our clothes except for anything that was very heavy, as far as like heavier sweaters, my coats, stuff like that, like big heavy dresses. I kept those back in my parents' house, and I brought all of the stuff that's more spring, summery, a few fall pieces, and that's what I brought. I brought all of my makeup. I had to put it in an old makeup thing that I used to do when I was doing makeup for like fashion shows and stuff. I put it in there. I brought all of my skincare. I packed all of my PR and stuff I got from brands. I packed all of that in one box and brought it. My vanity lights, and I have other things as far as like recording equipment, but I left a lot of it there and I just brought what I would need. Right now I'm using natural light, so, and I brought my lights, but I'm using natural lighting right now. I have my tripods. I brought one wig block and one wig stand. I have, I think, 4 of them. And I have 3 wig heads, block heads, and I only brought one. What else did I bring? I brought, you know, my batteries, all that kind of stuff I brought with me. I don't know how people just be throwing their stuff in the garbage, like, and saying I'm finna start over. But I get it if you just in your car and you really can't bring, like, you don't have anywhere that you can put stuff in a safe place. I get it. But if you can, y'all put that stuff in a box and have y'all parents or sisters or somebody y'all trust ship that stuff. So next week I'm gonna start getting my boxes shipped to me because I need my stuff. Okay. Yeah. So I would say do it like that. That's how I got here, and then we drove 15 hours. Now, y'all, this was the first time of me driving that long of a way in my entire life. If you guys don't know, I'm really just now, I'm still a new driver. I only been driving since I was 26 years old. That's for about 8 years. So I only been driving for about 8 years. And I drove, the farthest I drove before I came here was 2 hours. The drive was the most nerve-wrackingest thing. I just wanted to get here. Once I got here, I would be okay. And then I already knew my brakes. I had got my back brakes done. My front brakes needed to get done, but they were okay. They weren't really bad. But after that 15 hours, girl, please. My brakes sound horrendous. So I got to get them done. I just needed to get here. So the drive was 15 hours from Wisconsin to Texas. It was actually a little under 15. No, it was probably more because we were supposed to get here. Yeah, it was probably like 17 hours because we were supposed to get here at 4 and we ended up getting here like almost, no, we were supposed to get here like at 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so it was probably like 17 hours it took us to get here, and that's with the stops. So yeah, we drove a long way. The drive was beautiful though. It was draining because I didn't get much sleep the 3 days before I left because I was packing. I just couldn't believe I was really finna leave, and I just couldn't eat or sleep, y'all. It was just crazy. So then we drove the 15 hours. My parents packed their car, and they just got a new car not too long ago, so it's not as big as the truck that they had before. Now that would have been just, I probably would have been able to bring a lot more stuff, but it is what it is. So we packed. My mom's car really got flat in the back though. She could let her seats down. I couldn't. So yeah, but we packed everything. Everything that was important for me to function right now. Me and my daughter, we was able to fit in that car. And I'm talking about fitting it to the brim. We packed every inch of both cars. It was crazy. And I was still able to see out the back. My mom was still able to see out the back of her car. My dad drove a lot of the way for my mom, like in their car. And then me and my mom basically shared my car. She let my dad sleep like twice. And me and her just kept, because I would get sleepy. But then once I got in the passenger seat, I still couldn't fall asleep. I just needed rest. Like I just needed to rest, like close my eyes. I don't know, y'all. I took like a cat nap, but it really wasn't. It really wasn't nothing. And then the last 2 hours I drove all the way here. I was so hyped. I got videos, y'all, from my last video. Y'all check that out. Yeah, y'all. It was crazy. So I would say make sure you get sleep. Make sure you get gas. The gas wasn't as high as I thought it was gonna be. I really saved them gas. I didn't let my gas hand go past half a tank. And when we got here, it was almost 7. And I met my apartment locator because since we were coming after a certain time, I had to write a letter, email them, the apartment, a letter to let my apartment locator get my keys for me so we can move in and have somewhere to sleep that night. So that's how I got here, guys. Again, if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. I will do another video, or make sure you guys check out my next few vlogs, and you guys will see that me answer the questions in the vlog videos, or I'll answer them on YouTube or TikTok as well. Make sure you guys don't follow me on all of my social media platforms, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hold my hand in the air, I wanna dance.